This is Grizz's workshop. This scruffy-looking mofo is Grizz.
Not an expert, not an exemplar of safety. Proceed at your own risk.
So here I am in my tutorial elegance, just showing off my workbench. Workstation, I use it for absolutely everything, from finishing to hand woodwork on here, and mainly as a workstation to put machines on, such as my sanding bobber and my chop saw. Now, it's a bit unusual to everyday workbench as it does turn on end. Where is? So as it is, space it takes is 126 centimeters by 69. So that is just under, what did I do? 4 foot? No, just under 2 foot 4 inches. And whatever that is, that's just under 4, just over 4 foot 2 inches. So the idea is when I'm not using it, when I want to get the table saw out, and I just need a bit more room in here just to tidy up or something, I can turn it on end. There we go. Completely on end. There's nothing in the middle. So as well as this taking up less room, my bandsaw essentially takes up no room and slides in like that. So if I want the floor to do some breakdancing on, or like I say, more room for cutting, then it's all there for me. This now takes up less room. Now where did I put my measure? So that's 96, that's 3 foot 3 inches just over. And it's the same this way, obviously. But this that was taking up room is no longer taking any room, it's all in this single place. I took several ideas from other YouTube videos, in particular Badger's Workshop multifunctional table, that's also a workbench and an outside table, and Rob Cosman's MDF top. I used 2x4s as the main frame to the workbench. I just cut them to the height I wanted the legs to be, leaving a support in the centre to house a stretcher across the top and the bottom. The first glue and screw up went well, as you can see. I'm using beefy legs here. After watching lots of videos on workbenches, I decided that the bench would need to take a lot of pounding. A lot of the weight in this bench comes from the amount of screws I'm using to put it together, as well as the timber. The second glue up didn't go as well. I managed to glue and screw the top stretcher there upside down. So instead of being able to screw it to the top, there's nothing for it to screw into where they currently are. The cross supports receive pocket holes, so they can again attach to the side and to the top. These would help to make it something of a torsion top. Attaching the cross supports took me some time to figure out how to attach them, as they kept slipping. I didn't have a workbench at this point to actually help me screw the workbench together. So I found some scrap wood and I screwed that into the bottom so they would hold the cross supports in place. The legs themselves stood up as they were quite beefy. I added another cross support to the other side of the leg, the outside, as I was told this would prevent racking, and it seemed to do the job. After these were done, I moved on to the middle supports. By the time I'd finished, I decided that the width of the bench was too much. There was plenty of room inside for the saw, but I didn't need that much. I took the cross supports out and started again, cutting and adding additional pocket holes. Base now complete, I decided to see if it could take a heavy weight. Most makers who test their projects with their own weight usually don't pack quite as much as me. This is very sturdy. I plugged any exterior screw holes to make it look a bit smarter. For the top, I used 3 sheets of MDF. I got this cut at a DIY store, so it was easy to transport and also less work for me to do. I glued each sheet together, clamping the sides with a big weight in the middle. The 3 sheets made the bench so heavy that I needed another 2 wheels just to support the top. So 1 sheet would have done, but there is nothing wrong with a little overkill. I screwed the top to the base and sealed the MDF with MDF sealant. I used a router flattener that I'd seen on YouTube to level the trim to the top, sanded and shaped up the sides, plugged the screw holes and resealed the top. This is how my workbench has been ever since 2021. In my next video, I'll be showing my latest improvement to the workbench, which is an alternative to the MFT dog hole style. Thanks for watching.
See you next time on Grizz's Workshop.